Good evening. The city is putting a lot of trust in ART riders to actually buy a ticket before hopping on board.
The plan is to do random checks to make sure everyone on the bus has a ticket. But we found that's not happening. News 13's Stephanie Chavez is live at the ART station at Central and Rio Grande with the story. Stephanie?
Dean, Jess, I took 4 separate rides on the ART this morning, spending about an hour and a half on the bus. Only once was I asked to show them my ticket. Every ride on an ART bus is supposed to start like this, with the purchase of a ticket either on the app or at an ART kiosk. But when you board the bus, you're likely not going to be asked to present that ticket. I boarded the bus at 6th and Copper near the main library. I got off and on the bus 4 times. My ticket was only checked once. Thank you. When I boarded at the Uptown Transit Center. During my ride, I saw at least a dozen passengers board the bus at multiple stops. No one was asked to show their ticket unless they boarded curbside at Louisiana and Lomas. Those passengers paid their fare as they got on the bus. So, how does the city make sure people aren't taking advantage of the system?
If one of the transit enforcement officers catches you not having a pass, they can give you a warning the first time and issue a citation. So it can cost you a whole lot more in the end not to pay.
City Councilor Pat Davis says they hope passengers will be honest, but the city doesn't expect to make much money from public transportation.
The city's transit budget's about $56 million, but we only get about $3.5 million from fares every year.
In fact, Davis says he'd eventually like to see Albuquerque public transportation be free.
It just costs more money than it's worth to try to enforce a 35-cent or a 50-cent or a $1 fare.
We asked the city how often transit workers are supposed to walk up and down the bus checking for tickets. They said frequency varies. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, Stephanie. So if every passenger isn't buying a ticket, how does the city know how many people are riding the bus? The city says the buses have devices that count passengers as they board.